In this video, I'll be covering how to convert parametric equations to the Cartesian system. There are typically two main approaches to doing this. The first is to isolate for t and then substitute that into the other equation, and the second is to use a trig identity. Let's start with a simple example where we will isolate for t. We can notice that in this first equation, where we have x equals 3 minus t, we can simply rewrite this as t equals 3 minus x by bringing the t to the other side and the x to the other side. Now that we have t on its own, we can substitute that t in for the t in the y equation. So we will write this as y equals 2 times 3 minus x squared minus 3. From here, it's just algebra. So y equals 2 times, and we will FOIL this out, 9 minus 6x plus x squared minus 3. And we'll distribute the 2. So now we have that y equals 18 minus 12x plus 2x squared minus 3. And combining the 18 and the negative 3, we have that y equals 15 minus 12x plus 2x squared. Now let's look at a more complex example. In this example, we notice that both our x equation and our y equation have this e to the negative 3t term. So let's try to isolate for that term. Let's start by looking at our x equation. We can say that e to the negative 3t is equal to 2x. Now let's rewrite our y equation. We can say that y equals e to the negative 3t squared, just by using exponent rules, plus 2e to the negative 3t minus 8. Now, since we just isolated from e to the negative 3t in the x equation, we can simply sub in 2x. So y equals 2x squared plus 2 times 2x minus 8. And finally, we can rewrite this. Y equals 4x squared plus 4x minus 8. Now, let's look at an example where we will use a trig identity. We know that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. So let's write our x equation and our y equation in terms of a sine and cosine expression. We can say, using the x equation, the cosine of 3t is equal to x minus 3 over negative 2. And from our y equation, we can say that sine of 3t is equal to y minus 1 over 4. Now, we can let theta equal 3t. So now let's rewrite this trig identity. We can say that cosine of squared of 3t plus sine squared of 3t is equal to 1. And substituting in the values we just found, we can say that x minus 3 divided by negative 2 squared plus y minus 1 over 4 squared is equal to 1. And finally, we can rewrite this. X minus 3 squared over 4 plus y minus 1 squared over 16 is equal to 1. And now we have it in terms of x and y's, and this is our Cartesian product, our Cartesian answer.